Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Zeke's Garage. We're in the shop today. It's cold. Today we're going to be playing with that ginormous rear end. Dana 70 HD. We're going to open this guy up, so we got to get these bolts out of the axles, slide the axles out far enough to open up the center there and pull the carrier out and see what we have as far as ring and pinion and the condition of it and whether it's an open case or not. So we'll go that far, we'll bring you back in.
I don't want to burn up your gun trying to break that one loose.
Just ain't gonna get her. We'll switch to the hat. Okay, we're gonna pop the cover here. Go ahead. It's like it's already been busted loose once before. I don't know, hit it again now that that bolt's out of it. There we go. Oh, it's still stuck on there, ain't it? Ooh, yummy, yummy. That's kind of nasty looking. Look at the sludge in the bottom there. The gear, yeah, it's had some water in it. Well, let's get this drained. It is an open carrier, which will make it easier to weld. That's awesome. Spool for this is like 550 bucks, so gonna be doing a tutorial on a Lincoln locker here because I ain't spending 550 for a spool. So there's a look inside. Well, we're draining her. The oil looks pretty thick there. Look at that. Glop, glop. Right there. Cake batter. I think Kyle said it best there. So yeah, water. Can tell where it's been, where water's been sitting on the cover and rust on the inside of the cover. So, and then it's just, yeah, it's thick and kind of nasty. So yeah, we got some work to do here, cleaning up and stuff, but that's part of the game, right? Only paid $150 for this. It does have 456 gears. I'll show you guys that here when I can turn this. We'll go from there. Pros. Okay, we are ready here. Everybody see that? We got a 41 and 9. So I got the old phone out here. You go 41 divided by 9 and equals 456. So she is a dedicated 456 gear. It is a Dana ring and pinion, and the backlash on the thing is still about proper. So we get the cold sludgy oil out of this thing. She's an open carrier. That's what an open carrier looks like without the clutches of a track lock in there. So we'll be able to weld this up super slick. So we'll get her out and cleaned up and be Lincoln locking this thing here in short order. So we did pull an axle out and verify. We do have an 1.5 inch 35 spline axle shaft in this thing. So we decided we were going to wait a little bit here before we make our Lincoln locker because I've got too much stuff going on in this shop and it's a mess at the moment here. So stay tuned for that on an upcoming here episode. So for now, that's all we're going to play with this rear end. Good morning and welcome to Zeke's Garage. It's a beautiful Friday morning. It's about 30 degrees out here. That's why I'm all bundled up. You can see my breath. We're gonna get on that Dana 70 and try to take the bracketry and stuff off of it and possibly weld the spool up today. So here we go. So we got one shock mount off. Now I'm gonna start working on these perches. Okay, I've got these axles pulled out far enough that they drop out of the carrier. I got the differential cover off. I wanted to take this opportunity to educate you guys on something. All of these Dana axles, the carrier caps are specific to each side. So if you see this N that's stamped on there horizontally, coincides with the one on the housing here. So it will let you know where to put that back in. This guy here, the N is stamped vertically, if I can get it to focus. And likewise on the carrier cap. So when your carrier caps come off, you can set them aside and not have to worry about where they have to go back in. Okay, we got the carrier on the bench. I've got my piece cut in there and got my piece laid in there, all cut out and laid in there. Got my bearings covered. I've got the thing sitting on a piece of sheet metal so it won't heat up my wood bench. My welder's at the ready. My torch is at the ready. I'm gonna heat this up till it's nice and hot, and then we're gonna weld it. So it's not cast iron. The machined gears aren't cast iron, so we ought to be able to weld steel to steel here. I'm just going to heat it up so I get a nice good penetration there. Okay, here we are on the other side. This has got a smaller hole, so it's going to be a little funner to weld, but we'll get her done. still pretty warm, but I wanted you guys to see down in here. It was all about penetration, so I didn't try to make this pretty, but it doesn't look too bad either. So this is the small side and the other side looks the same. So I think we're good. I'm gonna let these guys cool slow and reassemble this thing. Okay, upon closer inspection, look at these bearings. At least this one anyway. This one's pretty galded. This other one looks alright. It don't look terrible. But even the race, you can see where this race has been spinning against the carrier, the pumpkin, I guess, the axle housing. This one's been okay. And then inside you can tell, look how nasty that is in there. And even the good bearing side has nastiness on the race. So looks like I'm gonna be ordering parts. So this might be the end of the Buggy episode for this week. So until next time, hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate you following this series, and we'll try to get this turned into a Buggy soon.